I'm not a financial advisor, but that loan sounds like a lot better option. More employers are pushing for workers to return to the office, but experts say that doesn't mean that flexibility is off the table necessarily. Here with tips to help you negotiate a flexible working environment is our money and business expert, Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thanks for being here.
My pleasure, Matt. Great to see you.
Awesome, man. Yeah, so why are so many employers requiring their employees to return to the office? Because, the tight job market, I'm not sure, exactly. Well, we learned a lot in COVID is what I'm saying. Some people have learned that they can do their job from home. So why do you think they're coming back?
Well, the bottom line is so many companies have a lot of rental real estate that they're on the hook for, and they want people to fill it up. And they've done some surveys that show that when people come back to the office, Matt, there's more collaboration. They tend to be more productive. They tend to have more ideas, strategies, and so forth. People like to be in that environment. But also, one of the things, interestingly enough, more employers simply distrust their employees when they work from home. So when they can see them at the office, it makes them feel better and like they're more productive. But we know, actually, when people work at home, they're actually equally or sometimes even more productive.
And what do you say to your boss to, convince them to let you keep a flexible schedule? Because essentially we all like working from home, I think, than, toting into the office.
Yeah, and it's cheaper to wear pajamas than it is to get dry cleaning done. So there's a way to save money as well. But one of the things we know is up to 90% of people would prefer to work partly from home, whether it's all from home or a couple days a week. And we know now that up to 50% of people would say, I would actually change jobs if I can't work from home. So what you want to do is position this as a negotiation, Matt. And think about, look, if you have a specific set of skills, as Liam Neeson famously said in the movies, or you have a unique skill set that maybe it's in software or it's in computer programming or planning, whatever it may be, you can say, look, I've been working here successfully for quite a while. Let's test this out for 3 months or 6 months and see how it goes. That way you're not saying, look, I want you to commit to long-term me working from home, but I want to work from home for a certain amount of time. They're more likely to try it if you can say, let's test it.
And what advice would you have to somebody if they just want to go ahead and shift directions, move out, say to themselves, maybe this isn't for me if I can't work on my own terms?
Well, the bottom line is identify what it is you really want. Is it pay? Is it flexibility? Is it a better job title? Know exactly what you want so you're not leaving one job, moving to another, thinking you're getting more flexibility, but you're really not. You want to be very specific on, look, if I change jobs, I want 100% hybrid. I want to work from home X number of days. Here's the amount of money I want. Here's the flexibility I want. Because right now, the power has shifted to the employees. And if you have a good skill set, a good track record of solving problems for companies, they're likely to give you the flexibility because they can't find someone that has your same set of skills.
So it sounds like the power is in the hand of the employee if you want to kind of nudge the old boss and say, I don't know, let me just stick around here, maybe do half 1 week, a hybrid week, something around those lines.
That's exactly right, man. And think of it again. This is up to you to set the terms. They could always say no. And if they say no, make sure you recognize that, okay, if they say no, I probably need to look for another job. But make sure when you do that, be very clear on what you want so you're not in another job and recognizing I really liked it better back here and you're in a bad situation. So know what you want and be clear. And when you do that, you're likely to get the job you want either somewhere else or where you're at now by telling them exactly what you want.
And who doesn't love a high-stakes negotiation like that? Okay, Derrick Kinney, the CEO of Good Money Framework. Thanks again for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you, Matt.
All right.